Hello everybody and welcome to episode 50 of the Pentagon Challenge. The destination of the FA Cup final will be decided in this landmark episode. It is two of the best teams in the country. Shanggang get home advantage first, but Shenhua will be determined to make this a double. And I'll just talk about a few things before we actually get into the final. I hope you're enjoying the series still. We're actually making some really good progress. So as you see in the league, we absolutely destroyed it, and that gave us the right to play in the Super League All-Star game, which is really cool. But if we look at the full table with the 30 games played, you can see Meizu have shocked the world, and they finished runners-up ahead of Guangzhou, Quanjian and Shanggang. So how humiliating for the top clubs. They bottled it and they allowed a team that won the first division last season to get Champions League football. So all I can say to that is you stupid. Yeah. So embarrassing for Guangzhou and Shanggang. They've been absolutely appalling this season. Look, if you see there, 3 defeats in a row, whereas we've won 5 in a row at least. If you look at the home record, it is the best in the league by some distance. We romped it, just losing the one time. And incredibly, Jiangsu finished 10th, and yet their home record was stunning as well. But you can see Guangzhou really let themselves down in front of their own fans. Really shoddy. And then the away record was tied the best with Guangzhou. Quanjian, Meizu, Beijing and Shanggang then did the best. Jiangsu actually had the worst away record, so how desperately unfortunate that is. They could have done so much better with their time, but they were just terrible away from home. There are a few awards given out. If I can find them, here they are. So let me see. The Fair Play Award went to Meizu, as they got the most disciplined points, and so on and so forth. I'm not really interested in that award. Goal of the Year, Ji Yang managed to come in third place, as Ji Yang came in third, but it was a Chang Chung player who ended up winning the award. But Ji Yang's goal, I believe, is on camera, so you can go back and watch that if you need to. The Golden Boot Award was won. Very low standard this year, I must say. Nicao from Brazil, just 21 years of age, he got the most goals with 13. Wei Shihao and my player Peng Changming were tied on 12 each, but because Shihao assisted some 4 goals, he got the second place, but the standard definitely dropped this year. The Referee of the Year was Wang Di. That's grand. The domestic top scorers, Shihao, Changming and Zhu Zhen. Manager of the Year, yours truly. The very first time I've been privileged to win an award like that here in China, and it unseated the former championship winning manager Dan Petrescu, so that's absolutely massive. We won 70% of our games, scored 63 goals, conceded 25. Compare that to last year, I actually got much better than Dan Petrescu. Player of the Year, that went to Wu Lei, probably for the best, but I think Yang Kuo deserved it. He was just as good, if not better, but because Wu Lei played 26 games, I suppose he has to win it. Team of the season, there it is as follows. None of our guys made it, as I deployed the rotation policy, but you can see there are some pretty good players on the list, so I can't really complain. And then the young player of the season was actually Geng Zonglin, who continues to rebel against any offers of a contract, so his injury is going to take him through to December. He won't be fit until then, and I expect him to leave the club, so that's his own decision really. And now my starting 11 for this momentous occasion. Here it is, pretty much the best team I can name. I forgot to host a reserves game for most of the players last week, so that means some of them are a little unfit, but they should be okay, and if I need to play another friendly match then I will do so. But Karadzic will be my nominated striker for today. Mullen and Tauzian are my centre backs, but then everyone else are pretty much dead set first team players. Ziyang would love to score in this cup final, wouldn't he? As he did help us win the league against Shanggang a few episodes ago. And then the financial situation is pretty good. We've made some money back, but we'll need to win this FA Cup if we're going to repay some of those transfer fees we put forward to other clubs. So I think that's plenty for an intro. You can see we won our remaining league games, no problem. 3-0, 3-0 and 1-0. So we're in absolutely phenomenal form. The last time we dropped points was August. Now it's November and we have the chance to win the double. So let's get it on. Let's see if Shanggang can actually give us a proper fight and make this a bit of a thriller, just like we saw in the Chesterfield of Dreams. If you didn't see that, you can go and check it out if you are a fan of that series. But if you want to stick to the Pentagon Challenge, that's absolutely fine by me. We'll have to see what Shanggang have to present to me as the opposition. Just a little slow warming up, but I suppose with the FA Cup you want to take your time. So Karadzic and Zi Yang are the two top scorers in the club for this tournament, so that's a good reason to play them in this game. So they do have a very strong team. Juranovic and Shangwan should be very, very competent in attack, so we'll mark them up now. But Bin Bin and Yang Tao are also useful players for this first leg anyway, so we'll just compare the stars. Yeah, that's good player, good player, good player and good player. So I don't know what's the matter with them. They're just totally losing the plot, giving away cheap goals, and in general just lacking the discipline to win these kind of games. So now, can we defy the home crowd and get a huge win to take home for the second leg? I haven't played a two-legged FA Cup final before, so why not start now? Big team talk needed. I'm not wearing my suit. I just want to get this game over and done with, see what we can do. But yeah, everybody looks pretty happy, so we'll turn on the sounds. I'll turn it down, it's quite loud. Yeah, okay, wish me luck everybody. The kickoff is here, let's go. And it is Shanggang underway, and you can hear some of the boos. The fans must be losing a bit of patience, but now it's an early opportunity for them. No wins in the last three, as I mentioned earlier, but can we go for another remarkable winning streak? Liu Binbin interception, Yang Tao versus Radaby, and he's beaten him for pace, and that's cleared. Thank goodness for that. It was a big opportunity for Shanggang. Karadzic wasn't ready for that. Chen Kwai, it's South African on South African there. Oh, what a hold by Dujia. Chance of the match already, but Radaby let his countryman through, and I'm not too happy with that. Yang Kuo has already been booked, so maybe the nerves are creeping into our game. But Fu Huan to Mullen, Dujia route 1, that's okay. Yang Kuo nearly collided with his teammate. Moreno has skipped past the defender. Karadzic back to Yang Kuo. Radaby is open. It's his turn to take on his compatriot, and Danny Moreno has opened the scoring. An away goal for Shanghai Shenhua, and the keeper did a terrible job of it, I have to say. It caught him by surprise, and it just rolls across the line, and we take the lead in the FA Cup. Can we get the second goal for Moreno? Karadzic heads it in. Oh, that's cannoned off the post. That would have been a goal of the tournament, but now Moreno's in trouble. He wasn't the last man, but he has to take his punishment there. It was a careless tackle to certainly it was a reducer to stop Shanggang from getting forward. But anyway, 1-0 up at half time. Deja vu from the league game we played here in the Shanghai Stadium. So let's just keep going, prevent them from scoring against us yet again, and the cup final will be well and truly in our control. So good performances from Dujia, and the goal scorer obviously was Danny Moreno, and then Radaby, who assisted, also given a positive rating. We'll be a little more expressive in the second half, try and outgun these guys for the third time this season, and then we'll make it a solid 4 times if we beat them at home as well. So we just have the one shot on target and we hit the post, so it's okay, but Shanggang seems to be a little bit more efficient with our chances. Kai Wei Kang now, he does have a yellow card. Yang Tao swaps to Tang Miao. That's Juranovic, and he hits the bar as well. Tang Miao, the danger's not cleared, but thankfully there it goes for a throw in. Very good opportunity for Shanggang. I have to say, concentrate, that was too easy. Should we emerge as the victors? But anyway, I think we can go more direct. I don't see anything changing manually here. We have to do something. But here's a terrible header from Ziyang. That gives Shangwan the opportunity. Kolovic. Oh, that's a great goal. And that's 1-1. 12 for the season for him. And it looks like Shanggang have completed their substitutions. Yeah, we have to mark up. That was poor. A beautiful goal though. And it looks like Shanggang are not lying down and taking the loss. Either way, not a positive performance in the second half. And it looks like Shanggang have neutralised us, and it leaves things wide open for the actual finale. Tang Miao, Zhu Wei, Shanghuan. Oh, how important can that prove to be? Great palm from the keeper, and that was wide from the corner. But either way, I'll happily admit Shanggang have been the better team. So to come out with one goal away from home is okay. Here's Ji Minghao though, but he doesn't survive for very long on the ball. Kolovic to Bin Bin, Zhu Wei, and again the players are linking up nicely. Oh, the triangle was cut off, and Radaby feeds to Zheng Long. Minghao again, Taxiang, Peng Changming, what can he do? Daniel Moreno, last chance, it's deflected to Taxiang and he was not ready for that. And this is Fu Huan to clean up shop, and the final 10 seconds are about to take place, and that should end the game. Oh yeah, it's okay. 1-1, fair enough, but we'll have to do better we'll have to do better at home if we're going to win this cup. But Du Jia proves to be the worthy #1 goalkeeper choice. He was the man of the match for my team anyway, but I don't know if he won the overall award. I don't think he did. No, it was courtesy of the goal. Shang Huan won it instead. So it's still very much an open tournament. No winner looks obvious, but we're still unbeaten in 15. But our winning streak has been broken. But we'll see you for the second leg, where we'll find out who wins the FA Cup. And the FA Cup second leg is here, and I have a few changes that needed to be made, and I'll show you them now. So 3 players have suffered the heartbreak of being suspended for the second leg of the FA Cup final. Fu Huan, Yang Kuo and Kai Wei Kang all picked up yellow cards, if you remember. And unfortunately they were the second yellow card they picked up in the tournament, so they must sit out this game. But because they played in the first leg, I really hope they get credited with the winners medal or runners up medal in the sort of player history, because it'd be so unfair if we win the tournament and they don't get, you know, credited with a medal, because that's something that really annoys me in this game. Every player that played any point in the tournament should get the medal if you win. But anyway, the players on the bench will have a chance of getting medals anyway. But also making starts in this game will be Zheng Long instead of Ziyang. Li Shenglong gets ahead of Karadzic. We've got Tiaxiang and Zifei in midfield. Sun Ji goes into centre back, and then Tao Jian falls into right back. So hopefully this is the team that secures the aggregate victory in this FA Cup tournament, and will leave Shanggang disappointed. Suddenly the tides have turned against these clubs. It used to be Shanggang all conquering, but now we have the chance to cement our legacy and become the best club in China bar none. So it looks like they've gone with the identical team, and they're all rested apart from some of the players anyway. The wingers are exhausted for some reason, but we'll have to exploit that. Make sure no one gets sent off, but it's still a very, very strong team. and we'll be lucky to come out with the win if we don't play well, but I expect us to play well. We are at home, no need for a neutral stadium, and then this is the occasion I've been waiting for. I really want to win this tournament. FA Cups, you know, they mean so much to the clubs that win them, and I want to be the man who brings the league and the cup back to Shenhua for the first time in many, many years. So without further ado, let's get this team talk going. So what can I say? I think we're the favourites, so let's prove it. Unfortunately, the goalkeeper switched off. That's the least I want to be seeing. The worst case scenario is if he plays badly. But anyway, here we go. The Hongkou football stadium has been sold out, and here come Shanggang also winning the kickoff for this match. But they are forward early on. Moreno has something to say about that. Kolovic is in the starting 11 this time. Chen Kuai to Shinkai. Oh, how close. Oh, it's still kept in. Bin Bin. Oh, he had too much time and space, and Shanggang off to a lightning start in this game, so I'm not happy with my Shenhua players. We're not keeping the ball, we're not getting shots on target, and it's just uncharacteristic of us. Shanggang doing the better job, so we'll go counter. Very, very rare that I have to do this, but it is the FA Cup final, and we need to play at our very best to stand a chance. Yang Zifei on a yellow card as well. Come on. What is going on here, lads? We're playing poorly. I know it's nerve-wracking, but you need to give me something to enjoy via highlights. But either way, it's half an hour gone, nothing to show for it. But we are getting into this game now. But it looks like a very nervy cup final. Yang Tao to Shike, and back to Yi Tao into the centre. Qian Kuai, good interception. It's lost, and it's a goal for Juranovic, and now we have a big fight on our hands. It's a deserved goal for Shanggang, and it's just been appalling from Shenhua. We are really, really nervous, and we have to do something about that. We need the goal, and we need it fast. But we'll have to say faith, like it's how these guys work. But my gamble to play Tao Xian at right back looks to be failing me, but I'm absolutely gutted that we're losing. We're just not in this match, and it needs to change. 2 players on yellow cards I should mention, but let's just try and get the goal. Oh dear, Ji Minghao completely losing the run of his play, and Kolovic has a bruised rib, but he'll be able to continue. Now this looks a little bit like the Shenhua I've come to love this season, but now we're in real danger. Oh no, it's Juranovic again, and now we need 3 goals. This is appalling. And at least here's a chance for Taxiang. Radabi, he had the point blank shot, but it was closed down really well, and that's cleared. The fans must be devastated. I know we won the league convincingly, but to end a beautiful season on this negative, it's just very disappointing. They have finally solved the mystery of how to beat us again, and now this could be a cup hat-trick. It is. It's all over. This is really shocking. I cannot believe this performance has come at this time. It's just typical. Yeah, well, I can't be too greedy. I really wanted to win that FA Cup, but time is running out. It's going to be an away victory for Shanggang, and they've managed to recover. There you go, they do win the FA Cup, and there's a little bit of time for celebration, but that's a humiliation. I'm really, really sorry about that. It's just not on. The players getting suspended has killed us, but I felt I had a good enough team, and they deserved it. Juranovic scores a cup final hat-trick, and it was a poor performance from top to bottom, and Shanggang win the cup again. So let me just see. That's the... Oh no, they've never won the cup. That's actually something I didn't expect to see. But Shenhua yet to win this tournament this century, but the first time we played in this final this century, and it is a defeat, and that's so heartbreaking. We really let ourselves down, and I have to congratulate the opponent. He did such a good job. Yeah, but anyway, that's just a disappointing end to the season. I don't consider this All-Stars game anything important, so we'll meet up again, possibly just to talk about how the players did, a little bit more detail, and the fact that I have some more staff to bring in. That'll be something I can mention. Like I have the pending transfers here, the goalkeeping coach that I had to let go. I'm trying to bring him back because the board are letting me have a new coach, and then my director of football refused the opportunity to be assistant manager, so I have this guy coming in hopefully, and he could be really good. But apart from that, I thank you very much for watching this 50th episode, and I hope to get some revenge in time for next season. But I'm sure now that we are the reigning champions, plenty of teams will want to catch us out on a bad day. So I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.